waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. 'Cause this is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. 'Cause this is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider.
What? Oh, Waddle is at the bank. Waddle is at the bank. Oh, man. Oh, man. Waddle just got paid. Oh, man, we got to break this down. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Y'all hit that like button on your way in the building. Let your friends and family members know about the channel on our road to 30,000 subs. So subscribe to TD Fans Talk right now, okay? Subscribe to the channel right now. This is a loaded conversation. There's so much to talk about. This got everything to do with Waddle. This got something to do with Tua. This got something to do with the wide receiver market. This got something to do with Chris Greer. This got something to do with something of everything. This is very telling and it is very interesting, man. Told y'all Waddle was going to get paid. I told y'all. And shout out to the AFC East Roundtable. I tried to tell them last night, and I tried to tell them on the huddle, Waddle ain't no $25 million receiver. You know, lost your mind thinking Waddle was a $25 million receiver. Tried to tell y'all, Richie, all week, he's no top. I mean, you trying to make it seem like he's going to be a top 5 paid receiver. He top 5. He number 5. He top 5 paid receiver. Tried to tell y'all. Because he's about to be the number 1 in the next year or two. Can't punish that man because he ain't the number 1 because we decided to go luxury shopping with Tyreek Hill. Told y'all. And I also told y'all if he sat out and hit the open market, he gonna get 30. But the amount that they gave him, he can't turn 28 down, and they can't turn that down because they know what next year's price is gonna be. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Try telling everybody that Waddle is worth 30 plus million, but if he got a deal done right now, it's going to be about 28 million. I told everybody 28 million. 28 million. Try to tell y'all. So at the end of the day, Jaylen Waddle gets paid $28.25 million on an annual basis. And let me tell y'all what's crazy about the deal. Let me tell you what's crazy about the deal. This man got $76 million guaranteed. This man got 76, not 76, 76. Okay. Some of y'all following me. This man did not get 76. He got 76. He got $76 million guaranteed. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a fully guaranteed contract. It's a fully guaranteed contract, okay? Because at the end of the day, the way it's going to be structured, he's going to get through all 3 years of the contract. It's fully guaranteed. It's a fully guaranteed contract. Okay? I understand. Oh, it's not fully guaranteed. It's like 85 and they only guarantee 76. It's a fully guaranteed contract because he gonna get through all 3 of the years. He gonna do all 3 years of this deal. He gonna do all 3 of them. So and that's why Miami didn't play about the guarantees. We'll give ourselves a little bit of wiggle room for about $8 million, but technically it's fully guaranteed. So when people want to be like, well, you got to look at the guarantee money. He making it through the whole contract. He making it through the whole contract. For those who don't know, he's under contract for pretty much the 4th year, the 5th year, and then you add these 3 years on. This is why you got to get the deals done early. This is why I told y'all it was a red flag when they didn't get Christian Wilkins done early. This is why I told y'all it was a red flag when they didn't try to ink Robert Hunt early. So we got Waddle on the contract for the next 5 years. Now, I know people are like, man, how y'all going to be able to afford this and afford that? Now, here's the beautiful part, what you got to understand about the contract, okay? You take this year's number, you take that 5th-year option number. Matter of fact, let me pull it up. Because some people ain't going to understand how it works, okay? Because it's not going to cost us that annual because we got it done early. That's why, Nico Collins got his early. That's why Devontae Smith got his early, because it's going to give the teams the ultimate flexibility long term. So you love getting contracts done early, especially when you know you got your guy, especially when you know he's the guy, when you know without a shadow of a doubt. It's only nasty and dirty when you don't know. You don't know if they're the guy and you're taking a gamble and a risk. But you think we taking any gamble or risk on Waddle? Let's be honest. Waddle can't have a season-ending injury at any point of this contract, but we still know who he is. Okay? So let me help y'all understand how this works. Let me bring up my screen, share screen. Jaylen Waddle, Sport Track. All right, here we go. Let me help y'all understand how these contracts work, okay? All right, y'all give me a second because I'm a little jittery this morning on my camera, so I'm going to probably disconnect it and then reconnect it, so y'all bear with me one moment. All right, let's see here. Let's put it back in. All right. And let's let it boot up and see what we get. 4K camera. All right. Just one moment. Okay. All right. Add to stage. All right, we good now. My bad, y'all. Let me share my screen. Let me go with a different view. Let me put myself at the bottom of it. All right, here we go. So here's what people need to understand for those who don't understand how the 3-year, $85 million contract extension works. Okay. Now, what'll happen is that 3-year deal will fit in these last 3 slots. Okay. We still got this year's contract and we still got next year's 5th-year option plus the 3 more years. Now, what this does is give Chris Grier flexibility. So here's what people need to understand. The 3 years now turn into 5 because it's an extension. You already have him under contract for 24 and 25. It doesn't replace those years. It adds on to those years. So now we have a 5-year contract. Now, when you take the $84 million, all you have to do is add the current money that he's due. So this year is $8,618,270 plus the 5th year option, which is 15,591. All right, even. Ooh, man, I did too many zeros. I got to do all that over. All right, 86,18270 plus 15,591,000 equals. Sorry, y'all. I'm just all over the place. All right, plus 86,18270. All right, so that's 24,209,000. You take that and you add the $84,750,000. So Waddle right now is under a 5-year, $109 million contract. And I'm rounding up because it's 108.9. So Waddle currently, technically, is under a 5-year, $109 million contract. So his annual technically is about $21.8 million because we did it early. Now, will he get 21.8 every year? No. Now Chris Grier gets the flexibility of playing with the numbers. If he wants, he can structure the deal to where this year Waddle only makes $1 million and give us more money. He could also come in and say, I want to make Waddle make $25 million this year so I can get ahead of this thing. That ain't going to happen. Next year's 5th year option at 15.5. He could come in and say, I want that to be 10 million against the cap or whatever it may be. Do y'all see what I'm saying? Because what matters now is the guaranteed money. $76 million of the guaranteed money he can now divide into 5 years and he can spread that out. Okay. So that's how all this works. Waddle is technically a $22 million a year receiver only because we're now spreading out the this year and the 5th year option. All right. So it's not even going to kill us. Now, long term, we already know it's going to be a lower cap hit this year. It ain't going to be crazy next year. In 2026, it really is going to start to pick up or get into the contract. But by then, we do not expect Tyreek Hill to be a Miami Dolphin in 2026. We do not expect Tyreek Hill to be a Dolphin in 2026. And that's when Waddle's contract will start to actually impact the team. It's no difference if Tua got an extension right now. They take the 5th year option plus the extension, then you do the math, and Tua's money, because in 2024, it's probably not going to hurt much. 2025 may not even hurt that much, but in 2026, you'll start to feel Tua's contract. Same time you'll start feeling Waddle's contract. But now Javon Holland is sitting in the breeze, but this is where the conversation needs to go now, okay? Because here's the interesting part of all of this. Nobody saw Waddle getting paid, but these receivers are jumping off the board. Chris Grier, you got to get ahead of this. This is why I've been talking about this so heavily for 2 days. They asked me on the huddle yesterday, I mean, TD, what's making you want to talk about Waddle getting paid anyway? I mean, like, what's like, do you not want him to get paid, or are you pushing for him to get paid? And I told him yesterday, I said, no, the issue is he's the least talked about as far as his contract extension. We keep talking about Holland. We keep talking about Tua because we got this automatic know that Waddle's going to get extended, but we're not really talking about the amount. And I'm looking at the market and I'm like, guys, Waddle's going to get like 28 a year, but he's worth 30. Oh, he's not worth $30 million. I'm telling y'all, if he plays this year and hits the open market next year, Waddle's gonna have a 3 in front of his number. But will the Dolphins pay him 28 now to make him happy? Because that's a lot. That's a lot. And I'm like, man, what are the Dolphins gonna do? And everybody said, well, I think the right contract for Waddle is the same as $25 million a year, pretty much. That's what everybody was saying. Then they tried to tell me that he was worth Devontae Smith money. Now, let me go look at Devontae Smith money again. Devontae Smith contract. And Devontae just got a 3-year, $75 million. Don't be playing with Waddle like that. Smith or Waddle, and we selected Waddle. Don't be playing with Waddle like that, 3 years, $75 million. And don't be disrespecting Waddle with no $51 million guaranteed guy. Waddle got 76, not 76. Let's make sure we get that straight. Waddle did not get $76 million guaranteed. He got 76. 76. Okay? I mean, I said, man, y'all don't get it. He was drafted before Smith. He's the number 2. Oh, well, Waddle's the number 2. Yeah, but Waddle is going to be the number 1. Well, Smith will be the number 1 when A.J. Brown's going. They just read up A.J. Brown. They just extended A.J. Brown. He ain't going to be no number 1. Waddle is expected to be our future number 1. I tried to tell him Waddle is going to get $78 million. He's going to get $28 million annually. But he is a $30 million receiver. If he went into, and then I asked the question, you think Waddle will bet on himself? Because he going to get $30 million a year if he plays this year out and goes into next year. No, you trying to make it seem like he top 5. But top 5 money. Stop playing with that man. Now, he ain't going to be top 5 money when Justin Jefferson and them get their money. But stop playing with that man. I tried to tell y'all. Now, was this a good deal, though? Let's talk about it. For Waddle, it was the best deal he could ask for because they respected him at the right time. See, the Dolphins could have played that $25-26 million role and be like, why we arguing over $2 million, man? We feel this is fair. And they could have made Waddle bet on himself. But instead, what Chris Greer did is said, I'm not going to play no games. I'm not going to highball you, and I'm not going to lowball you. I'm going to get straight to the chase. I got $28 million right here on the table, and I'm going to guarantee almost all of it. See, the guarantees is what got this done, ladies and gentlemen. The guarantees is what got it done. If it was a $84.75 million and it was only 65 guaranteed, Waddle wouldn't have did this. Waddle would have waited for his 30 million and guaranteed 75. That's what Waddle would have did. But the guarantees is what got it done. Because this is pretty much a fully guaranteed contract. The little $8 million left of non-guarantees is all minutia because we know the first year cap hit ain't going to be great. The first year cap hit going to be low enough to where the other ones are higher. The other years are guaranteed. It's like you won't look at it that way, but it's a fully guaranteed contract. It's a fully guaranteed contract. So don't listen to these people that don't understand numbers in the contract because this is what they're going to say. only look at, now I usually say only look at the guarantees, but only if the guarantees are far from the offering. Okay? Because what they're going to say is, well, it's only 76 million guaranteed. So when you look at that, he's only a $25 million quarterback. No. I mean, I said quarterback, wide receiver. No. He's going to play all the years on this deal, highly likely. It's fully guaranteed. It's fully guaranteed. Now, if this was a 4-year, $112 million contract, and it was 28 a year, and they only guaranteed 76, now we're saying, oh, it's only 3 years guaranteed. It's only 3 years guaranteed. He ain't gonna never make it to that 4th year. Because that's a whole year worth of non-guarantees. But what they did with Waddle contract is a year is guaranteed, 2 years worth is guaranteed, and about 75% of a year 3 is guaranteed. Fully guaranteed. We know you ain't going to be cutting him or moving on just to, you see what I mean? To save $7 million. You know what I mean? On a guy that's worth 28. So yeah, this is a great deal for Waddle. Waddle had a decision to make. Okay, do I take this big money now with a lot of guarantees, or do I bet on myself this year just to make 30, just to get another 1.75? 1.75 per year increase on a raise is not worth an injury, which you had missed 3 games last year. It's not worth if you were to get hurt this year and your stock now has 2 years in a row of being banged up. It's not worth it at all. It's not. Smart move on Waddle's behalf of going ahead and accepting this deal, because this is beyond fair. It's fair for him. And now let's get to Chris Grier. Did he sign a good deal? He didn't sign a good deal. He signed a great deal. He signed a great deal. Chris Grier signed a great deal. There's elements to this. Okay? I'll say this. If Chris Grier made Waddle play this year out and then sign this deal next year, it'll be a tough deal for the Dolphins. So instead of 5 years of spreading the money, you only got 4 years of spreading in it, which is going to affect the cap more, and it's a very high number on a player. It would have been a little bit, I mean, it would have still been okay to sign the deal, but it would be like, we force ourselves to make it a rough contract moving forward. Doing it early is a win for Chris Grier. It allows the annual to technically be around 22. I just got to see how he's going to do this first year. How much cap he wants to eat in the first year. Because it's going to mean a lot. It's going to mean a lot. All around, this is a perfect deal for the whole situation of the Miami Dolphins. We lock in. You got to have receivers in this league, and Tyreek's not forever. But at least we lock in Jaylen Waddle. We lock in our guy, who we believe in, who we like, who we drafted, by the way. Everybody wins. This is a positive. Everybody wins. I can't see the negative in this. The only thing I can see concerning is how he got paid before Tua. how he got paid before Tua. Tua's next. Tua's next. Has to be. Holland was sitting there talking all that stuff in the press conference. We ain't even talking about a contract. You know, if Tua ain't getting his, I'm on the back burner. I gotta wait for Tua. Unless we get some breaking news in the next few days. But here's what I will say, and this isn't going to be popular, okay? Listen, I don't say the most popular things on this show. I just tell you what I believe. It don't make me right, but I would just tell you what I believe. Do we have any questions about Waddle? Waddle is an elite athlete, an elite player in the NFL, in my opinion. Does he have some drops here and there? Tell me who doesn't. Yeah, we want him to not drop certain passes sometime, but you got to tell me who doesn't. Everybody does. And maybe we recognize his a little bit to where, hey man, tighten that up though. But it ain't no devastating thing. Excellent route runner, great speed, knows his route tree in and out, runs it with perfection. The only thing that you can really say about Waddle is you got to be able to win physical battles more, you know, and be a better player versus physicality. And, you know, it is what it is. It ain't like he's trash at it. You know, you just got to be better at it and stay healthy. But he's played enough to where injuries aren't really a concern because at least he plays through being banged up a lot too. So we don't have any questions about his skills on the field. Now, here's the unpopular thing that I'm about to say. I can't say the same thing about Javon Holland. Y'all love him all you want. I love Javon Holland. I love me some Javon Holland, but let's not sit here and act like man, I'll just put it like this. I don't even know how to deliver it to y'all. He wishy-washy. Y'all just don't see it. When we lose them big games, we all focus on Tua. We all focus on what the offense didn't do, rightfully so. But I'm sorry. You go back to last year alone, this man don't show up in big games either. He don't make big plays in big games. And listen, PFF is not the gospel. I understand that. But I remember bringing this up, and I said, I wonder what PFF does have him at in those big games. And I went to PFF, and don't forget, he's one of the highest rated safeties on PFF in the league. But every big game, he not rated good at all on PFF. And I was like, man, this is like confirmation for me. Because I know PFF ain't the gospel, but when I watch film, I'm not the happiest with him against some of the good teams. And when I went to PFF to go see, do they see a correlation like me or am I just tripping? Spot on. So what I think is people get so caught up on the 12 games that he's like off the charts rated against bum quarterbacks in weaponry. And it's so good that he's so highly rated, it drowns out the bad games. It drowns out the bad games. But we automatically gave him a stamp of approval early in his career that we don't like, let's be honest, we don't pay attention to safeties and stuff like that. We don't break them down enough to say whether they're good or not. We just know if nothing happening back there, yeah. And as long as his ratings and stuff like that are high, yeah, we got one of the best safeties in the league. We just automatically give people stamps of approval. I don't know. He reminds me of Rashad Jones. the late years Rashard Jones, where he takes chances, takes a few bad angles, gets caught peeking at the quarterback. And we pay for it. Because it's always like sometimes it's actually big plays against good teams a lot. We don't pay attention. It be those deep crossers where he stays high a little too long, and then he sees the pass coming over the middle. He takes the wrong angle, and the guy goes right around the corner, and then he ends up bumping into somebody or something. It's always some situation where he bumping into somebody on those big plays. So you don't even see him on the replay. But when you watch the all 22, you see he headed to his spot, but he bumping into somebody, and that's why. And then the next defender that get in the picture, we blaming them. I'm telling you, man. So I bring all that up to say this. I don't know if Chris Greer and them noticed this. Like they paid to, and they should, right? But I don't know if they recognize this, you know? But Holland and Tua's on deck. Holland and Tua's on deck. Which one's going to get paid first? Who's going to get paid first? Will they pay Holland now? Or are they going to push it to next year? I don't know. I have no clue, y'all. This I don't have a projection on. Because Chris Greer done showed me behaviors with the Hunt and Christian Wilkins situation. I knew Waddle was getting paid. And I knew it had to be now. The only thing that scared me with Waddle was, will he turn down whatever Chris Greer offers so that he can get that $30 million next year? And I told people 28 is the number to get him to sign, but are we going to be willing to give him 28? The answer was yes. Shout out to those who are sending donations. I appreciate the love and support. Real talk. Perez said, always 75% guaranteed on third year. What if 2-year con? What if 2-year contract? Well, it's not always 75% guaranteed on third year, because when you look at who a lot of people are trying to compare Waddle to, which is Devontae Smith, he got a 3-year, $75 million deal, and it's only $51 million guaranteed. So that guarantees 2 years and 2% of the third year, not 75%. He only got $1 million worth of guarantees for the third year. So it's not always 75% guaranteed. And then on top of it, when you look at Waddles, that's around 75. But Waddle got the 75 for the third year. Okay. Devontae Smith didn't. And Devontae Smith has to be kicking himself right now, y'all. Devontae Smith has to be kicking himself right now. He may not even be kicking himself about the $75 million contract, but he got to be kicking himself about $51 million guaranteed. Like, you should have, come on, bro. You should have at least got $68 million guaranteed. Oh, whoever did your deal failed you. Whoever did your deal failed you, homie. Or I'm looking at it the wrong way. Maybe whoever did your deal was a genius. Why do I say that? Because this might allow you to get out of the contract a year early when the money is still going crazy. You know, because that's a thing in the NFL now, too. Remember, in the past, Waddle would be signing a 4 or 5 year deal because you got your guy. That's the past. Now guys want to sign 3-year deals because they want to get back to the market as soon as possible, especially with the current climbs that the market's making. Different ways you can look at it, but Smith will at least 3 years from now be saying, I need an extension or trade me. Because I want, like 3 years from now, Smith, if he keeps up playing well on his level, he'll be able to say, I want my extension or trade me because I think I can go get 38. 3 years from now, he'll be asking for 38. Because I really believe Justin Jefferson about to touch 34, 35. And I think somebody the year after that going to be, a few more in the 35 range until that next guy comes where it's like, bam, give me 37. And then the next round of guys, when it's time for them one more deal before they can't get the big deals anymore, they're going to be edging up the high 30s. So maybe I'm looking at it wrong. There's different ways. We'll see. Shout out to Moneyback21. Said it's like a 4-year deal next year and the 3 years he just signed. No. Include this year. It's a 5-year deal. You got to include this year. All of it you have to include because Chris Greer is eligible to give me a second. My bad, y'all. I have an appointment I got to go to. I was trying to squeeze this in and I forgot it. And so I'm actually running late. But it's like a 4-year deal next year. And I already read that. But yeah, you got to include it's all 5 years now. Okay. Shout out to the 925 people watching right now. Listen, if you're on YouTube, subscribe to the channel now. We're trying to get to 30,000 subscribers. So if you're on Twitter, because we got almost 400 people on Twitter, come over to the YouTube channel and subscribe to the channel so you can actually participate in the chat as well. Love your show. Continue to keep it real, and may God continue to bless you and your family. Thank you, Big Deal. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Man, let me read that again. Love your show. Continue to keep it real, and may God continue to bless you and your family. That means a lot to me. It really does. I think that people watching this show now recognize how much slander I go through. So to hear that you love the show, Big Deal, wow, 10 times a day. Oh, I can't believe this guy has a show. I can't believe he works with Bleacher Report. Why would BetUS put him on TV and all this and that? I hear it all day, bro. So whenever I get people like that to say, love your show, continue to keep it real, and may God continue to bless you and your family, I'm grateful, bro. I'm grateful. And I'm appreciative of you and everybody who watches the show that shows love and appreciation to this show. Okay. Salute to you all, because at the end of the day, haters are real. And I have a lot of them. And a lot of them do what I do. And we all know why they hate. All right. What this is, TD gets more viewers than all the haters combined. I don't know. I don't check the views like that because I'm not in. That's all I be trying to say to people. I'm not in competition with none of these people. Why they get so mad at me? I'm not even competing with them. I stay in my lane, do my thing. I mean, when I first started the channel, I was in compete mode, not technically against them, but against myself. Man, I want to build. I don't compete with these people, man. God has blessed me to the point to where I can comfortably do this for a living, and why am I going to be getting into little rifts and competition with other people? Matter of fact, when I get a deal, I'll be like, hey, go check that channel out, and that channel out. They could channels help them with deals. I'll be sending deals my haters' way. They don't know it either. they probably like, oh man, things are getting better for me. Yeah, because God blesses me for blessing others. And that's how I look at it. Yeah, I'm telling y'all think I'm crazy. I send big deals to my haters' way. I'll be like, you crazy. No, man. because I don't answer to them. I answer to God. All right. Food for thought on how much is Waddle worth question. Bingo. Let Kobe and company explain this deal. It's not far behind Amon Ross. Did not try to tell him, bro. 2 days straight we've been talking about this, and I was telling them Waddle gonna get 28, but he a $30 million receiver. If he holds out, not hold out, if he play this year, next year he can get 30. But he's going to get 28. No, I say 20. Kobe had the nerve to say 20 to 24 last night. What? Nico Collins got 25, and you going to try to put Waddle with? Man, Waddle getting 27, 28. Easy. And if he choose to bet on himself, he going to get 30 next year. I tried to tell him 2 days straight arguing with people about this contract. I tried to tell him. I think Waddle's going to end up getting 28 when it's all said and done, but I'm telling you, he could get 30 in the market. TD, the ones who slander you used to be regulars on your show. Cold world, bro. Keep doing your thing. 100. Yeah, I get it. You know, I think, yeah, they used to be regulars. They used to be contributors. They used to make the show even, you know, they used to be good for the show too, you know. Yeah, but it is what it is. You know, it's only a cold world if you don't, you know, make sure you keep yourself covered. And I'm covered, bro. You know who covered me, man. So, I like I said, I always wish even my haters the best. And I also don't get mad at them because sometimes, you know, at least 2 or 3 times a month, they got to mention my name in a nasty way to keep their audience happy because there's a large group of people that don't like me. So, you know, it's okay. As long as everybody eating, as long as everybody's, you know, supporting their families, they can use my name. They can hate on me. It's all good. Life wouldn't as much fun without you, bro. Go Bills. Andy in the building. Didn't I try to tell him last night, Andy? Didn't I try to tell him last night, Andy? I tried to give him the numbers. What up, Damien? I see you, homie. I ain't seen you in a little minute, man. Salute to you, bro. Love you, brother. I remember that on the huddle too. I know, man. But listen, man, I got to get out of here. I got an appointment to take care of. And then, you know, it's the kids' last day of school. So they get out early. So I got to take care of that. Then I got another appointment. Then I got the huddle at 3 p.m. So come through to the huddle at 3 p.m. BetUS TV on YouTube. Okay. Another blessing, right? You know, another blessing. Come through to the huddle on BetUS TV. And y'all come hang out with me, Dan, and Richie. And we're going to be talking about this contract. And I'm going to be telling them what I tell you. No, you said he was worth 30. No, I told you he'll get 30 next year if he was the holdout, but he going to get 28. No, he'll get 25. What I tell you. So y'all go to BetUS TV today. Matter of fact, y'all show up today. I want y'all to show up big today. BetUS TV, The Huddle, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. It is our show Monday through Friday. And once again, listen, man, sometimes I'll be humble. I be humble. But sometimes I don't want to be humble, but God tell me to be humble. But sometimes I'd be like, God be like, tell the people how good I am. And I'd be like, thank you to the huddle. Y'all don't even understand the blessings that these things are. So shout out to the huddle. Shout out to Bleacher Report. Y'all don't even understand. And this is why people get mad at me. How did he get on this? How did he get on that? That's why they mad at me. Because opportunities come my way. And I'm grateful for them. All right. So if y'all want to support, come to the huddle and support your boy at 3 p.m. While we talk, I talk. Waddle getting paid. I throw a little slander at Garrett Wilson because I hate the Jets and show him what time it is. All right. Garrett getting more. TD don't want to admit. Stop lying to yourself. Garrett Wilson getting $17 million a year when his time up. Y'all gonna see. Anyway, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Fans up no matter what. Y'all stay blessed. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Help us get to new heights right here on TD Fins Talk. drown the haters out as we continue to move about our business and continue to grow and not worry about what the haters got to say. Because, like I always tell y'all, okay, winners focus on winning, baby, and losers focus on winners. So y'all remember that in life. That's why you don't worry about it. You got to focus on winning. You keep winning, keep winning, keep winning. Stop worrying about this person saying this about you and that person saying that about you. Sometimes you're going to clap back and share little things yourself. But, in the overall gist of it, don't worry about them people, man. Don't worry about them. Let them struggle in their hole, and you wish the best for them, though. You wish the best for them. All right? Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Fins up no matter what. Waddle got 76 million guaranteed, not 76. Let's make sure we get that straight. 76. I'll see y'all later today on the huddle at 3 p.m. Man, I love y'all. I love our Fins family. Fins up no matter what. Until next time, y'all stay blessed. See you soon. Peace. Bye-bye.